Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. I don't know what time it is for all of you lovely people, but I hope that you are having an absolutely lovely time. I It's happening, guys. It's there should be a warning on here. Maybe I will. Anyone who is triggered by me sanding paper, this is your belated, trigger warning. You're already triggered. It's too late. Somebody alert the church elders. I am violating this paper most egregiously. As it should be. If you've ever wanted to violate watercolor paper, here's your chance. Here's your chance, man. I've wanted to do this for so long. Like long enough that I went to Amazon and was like, I need me some sandpaper. But everything comes in a pack of 50. And I was like, my God, man. I'm just looking to sand a piece of paper, not open up a wood shop. So, for those of you who are weirdos, this nail file has never touched a hoof, cloven or otherwise. It's only ever been used to sand paper, and this is its maiden voyage. It's a virgin. It's a virgin sandy board, and it's working fantastically. All right, it is really getting in there. Doing its thing, and I couldn't be prouder of it. I heard once that you should never break the barrier of your watercolor paper, and I'm like, maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. Now I need to. It's like that, never be in Antarctica, and now I just want to be in Antarctica. I get why they say never pee in Antarctica. Because they're in 1,000 years, someone will come to drill an ice core and your pee is going to be in there. But you know what? Okay, this is something that I'm going to get up, I will get on this wagon and I will never get off. I totally get that we should be careful of nature and blah, but freaking blah. Go leave it better than you found it, whatever. And yet, guys, we're nature too. We're animals too. You know what I mean? We're allowed to pee outside. All right, there. I said it. I'm not sorry. Maybe we can't pee in Antarctica. We can certainly be other places. I don't know. I just think it's a little ridiculous that we are no, we're not animals. We're animals, people. We're animals. It's clear to me. We're freaking animals. And by the way, all those little shavings are very soft. I kind of want to take it down a lot further, but I also this is the maiden voyage. This is the testing of the waters, so to speak. We've never sanded paper before. We've never made such a mess. I'm gonna be finding paper sandings for forever now. And yet this speaks to me. This speaks to me, and I must finger it with my finger. I will finger it with my finger. I was going to try and make this little spot super thin, and maybe maybe even have a little bit of a hole in it. But hey, for this maiden voyage, I think I'm just gonna sand the hell out of it, and if we like it, we might do it again someday. Oh, the purists. I can hear them now screaming at their monitors. What are you doing? No! Pull up. I tell you what, though. I don't know about anybody else, but recently, I feel like I'm being sanded by life. I'm being violated by life. And I don't know, man. It's hard. It's hard. And I know that, like, chin up, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, fake it till you make it, blah, blah, freaking blah. And that's all good and well until you're like violently sobbing into your pillow. And it can be hard, because you don't like want to tell anybody, right? But obviously, like, sometimes you should tell people, but also, like, nobody wants to be your emotional support barnacle. You know what I mean? Like, it's exhausting to have to be somebody's emotional support something. I know I can't do it for people. And so I can't, we can't expect that from others. I don't know. There's times where you know exactly what you need to do to start to feel better, but you lack the wherewithal to do it, which is also like disappointing in itself. So I don't know. I definitely don't have the answers. Oh, hello. There's just a brief inspection from Watson. He's like, you're doing things over here I can't get involved in. He can't sanction what I'm doing. I think the church elders sent him to inspect and deposit a cat hair. So anyway, I guess that what I'm saying is if you're out there and you're struggling, you're not alone. I think a lot of people are. I know that I struggle. And sometimes I think that we all put on a mask, to appear happy so that nobody worries about us. But things can get pretty dark sometimes. And, if you're experiencing that darkness, like, you're not alone. You know what I mean? I guess that's my thing. You're not alone. And I don't have any more answers than you do. If I did, if I did, I wish I did, I wish I had the answers that you need. I wish I had the answers that I need. But I guess just know you're not alone. And sometimes all you can do is hang on, and wait for change to come, and I do believe that change will come. I know that, where I was 10 years ago is not where I am today, and where I was yesterday is not where I am today, and, where I am today is not where I'm going to be in a month, a year, 5 years, whatever. So you just have to, like, have faith that as long as you're holding on, there will be change. Like, that is, there just will. Nothing stays the same. Even though sometimes you're too close to it to see the change, like, I promise it's there. I promise it's there. And I'm telling myself that as much as you. So, I think we all try to seem like we're okay, and sometimes we're really not. But sometimes that's all we have is trying. And you got to give yourself grace for that. Give yourself grace and give yourself a pat on the back just for being here and trying. And that in itself is sometimes huge. All right, enough of that. So the color that I put on first was Interference Copper. Listen, I'm not sorry. And then so the Interference Copper was mixed with water. The next color that I put on was Buff Titanium, or Titanium Buff, however the hell you want to say it. And then this is Undersea Green mixed with regular water. Now, you listen. I didn't wash my brush. Don't care. All right, just a whole lot of. That's fine. It'll be fine, people. It'll certainly be fine. This is just an experiment. It may turn pretty. We may love it. It may absolutely be wall-worthy. It may be a piece of crap. But we won't know unless we do it. Look at that freaking texture on the paper. I really like that. Also, there's a big blob of paint in my brush, kind of in the middle. Some of that deep sea or that undersea green. And I'm down for it. I like it a lot. I'm trying to capitalize on it. I think I've almost used it all up. But yeah, I tell you what movie like really made me happy. Freaking Hail Mary, Project Hail Mary. I loved that so much, or I love it so much. I watched it multiple times. It made me so freaking happy. Just the, like, I don't know, it was just so hopeful. And I love the score. Very, very gorgeous score. I think David something did it. I'm so sorry, David. I don't remember your last name, but I believe your first name is David, and it was absolutely beautiful. So kudos to you, David. This poor man. He's like, you couldn't look up my name. You don't have access to Google. I'm sure I don't. I'll try and stick it in here. All right. It's absolutely glorious. It's so beautiful. He did such a fantastic job. But anyway, Windler 531. So yeah, now I'm just like, I really love how it's spreading out, and I'm gonna stick in a little more interference copper. Don't forget, the interference copper cult meets on the weird moons on the Thursdays. Come join us. Bring your sludge jar. Copper's got me, guys. It's got me, and it's just, I'm just using cream straight out of the tube. Just creamy tube pigment. Right there on the end of my brush, you can see it. Yeah, so, yeah. Oh, guys, sometimes life is hard. Seriously, sometimes life is hard. And sometimes I don't know how. I'm assuming that our forefathers did it, braced with copious amounts of liquor, spirits, opium, more like all the thing, cocaine in their Coca-Cola. Like, they had some help. They had to have. Somebody had to have had some help. But I'm not saying we should do that. I think that's a whole different problem of its own. But, sometimes you wonder. So anyway, I put some Undersea Green on the end of my brush. This is just my 2-inch brush. I think it's a 1.5, 2-inch brush. I don't know. It's a very cheap brush, and I love it. And with my whole little pea picking heart. And so I'm adding like some darkness, because I just grabbed some pigment right out of the tube, because I've got plenty of water. As you can see, my paper is very moist and saturated. Well, I've gone 5,000 Kelvin, Carl, on moisture. Like, it's fine. Just adding in some more darkness, because I know that, like, the nature of watercolor is that it usually lightens. And I doubt that my sanding this paper to within an inch of its sanity will change that. I can't imagine that it will. And so we're just gonna, like, hopefully force some darkness in. The darkness of our soul coming in. I really love, like, that almost S-shaped, like the backward S on the right hand side. Like it's kind of like a sensual S. Never let it be said that my art wasn't sensual with its backward S's. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, yeah, it's pleasing me. I think that's about all I'm going to do to it. Honestly, I think I'm going to let it dry, and we'll see what happens. Like I have hopes for it, guys. I like the texture. It is quite pleasing to me. So anyway, I hope you're all doing fantastically. If you're going through a hard time, you're not alone. Get help if you need it. Otherwise, I'm throwing out all the good thoughts of the universe to you. Love you all lots. Bye.